Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Eva. In this world, there is a magic land where both human and deities reside. Human cannot live without deity, and deity cannot live without human. Human can become like a deity, and deity also can become like human. This land was a Tibet. In Tibet, from birth to death, from the beginning to the end of the life, almost every aspect of a daily life, whether it's a birth, illness, death, farming, or hunting, has the presence of a deity. Similarly, deities are always around humans, interacting with them. When deities are happy, they bless people. When they are unhappy, they vent their anger on people, like a difficult partner. From the moment of a birth, a person is believed to have three guardian deities: Ura on the head, Pura on the right shoulder, and Mura on the left shoulder. These deities stay with a person until their death. When a newborn looks around, she sees deities everywhere. Surrounding the newborn are the life deity, the household deity, the tent deity, and the local deity. This deity is accompanied with the child daily. As the child starts to work and can follow their parents outside, the parents might take them to the village shrine to worship the local Zen deity. Zen deity are the spirit of people who died with anger and have been appointed as a local deity by local government. They communicate through a shaman who conveys their message through speech, dance, and actions. If people need the Zen deity for help, they can ask the designed shaman to invite the deity into their body for communication. This process is very tangible and immediate. Zen deities are overseen by their leader, Zemara, who resides in Shaman Monastery, the first monastery in Tibet. Another type of a deity has lived around people daily is the Nian, the snow mountain deity. Each snow peak is a Nian deity's castle. Nian deities interact less than human and only require the offering when humans enter the mountains. When pleased, Nian deities may give people salt and sheep. Otherwise, they leave a human alone unless they are disturbed. Both Zen deities and the Nian deities are relatively low-ranking, prone to anger and impulsive behaviors. Zen deities cause illness and bad luck, while Nian deities bring snow and hail as a punishment. It is said that the mountain deity of the Tanggura Mountains, the most powerful Nian deity, once destroyed the Red Hill Palace. When the young children grow to 5 or 6 years old, their parents might send them to monasteries to study Buddhism for a few years. Wealthy families might send their boys to large monasteries like Tripam or Samye, while girls would go to nunneries like Shichen or Changkong. Each children in the monastery has a teacher who instructed them in Buddhist scripture and others who supervised their behaviors. In their daily life, they live with their peers in a small family-like group called Mitran. Often, members of this group have family ties from the secular world, but unlike in secular families, these monastery families are single-gender. Several Mitran from Sanghar, multiple Sanghar from a large community, and multiple communities make up a monastery. At the community level, there is independent administrative and economic management. Large monasteries can host over 10,000 people. After entering the monastery, children encounter two systems of deities. One system includes spreading Buddhism, such as Buddha, Bodhisattvas, and living Buddhas. The other system consists of protected deities who require great power to overcome evil force. These two systems can overlap. For instance, Bodhisattvas might spread Buddhism while also serving as a protected deity. In Tibet, monasteries Religion sectors and high-ranking deities as well as physical locations can be threatened by evil force. They need protected deities. Local areas are governed by Zen deities, while large cities, major monasteries, and significant Buddhas are protected by more powerful, specialized guardian deities. Here are two of the most famous guardian deities, one male and one female, who are responsible for safeguarding important palaces across Tibet. The first is the goddess Padmanabha. She is originally a goddess from India, the consort of Vishnu, the second principal deity of the Hinduism. She gives faith, wealth, and beauty. Traditionally, she is depicted as beautiful, holding a lustre in one hand and scattering coins with the others, accompanied by two white elephants. However, when King Songtsen Khenpo invited her to a guardian deity of the Kunham temple in the 7th centuries, her appearance transformed into red hair, 3 eyes, holding a skull cup filled with blood, while a meal adorned with human corpses, followed by her 2 daughters. Padmanabha is the most famous female guardian deity, while the most notable male guardian deity is Mahakala, often depicted in Sangha. Myths about Mahakala vary across religions and regions. In Tibet, he is primarily considered an incarnation of Savya, as known as Mahadeva, the most powerful deity. Mahakala appears in different forms, with 6 arms, 4 arms, or 2 arms, and his mount includes a tiger, a wolf, or a crow. He is entirely black, adorned with 5 skulls, and consumes abstracted in titles like troubles and death. Mahakala served in large monasteries like Jubang, Sara, and Samya. Whether it is Padmanabha or Mahakala, being guardians is just a part of their rules. In their original forms, they are peaceful, but they assume the terrifying appears when fulfill their duties as guardians. This transforms underscores their purpose of maintaining the dignities of Buddhism. The primary deities responsible for spreading the Dhammas are Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Many of the deities we are familiar with come from these 2 ranks, such as Shakyamuni Buddha, Medalya Buddha, and Manjushri Bodhisattva. Buddhas do not need to communicate with people directly. They teach in their records by disciples thousands of years ago and are studied through scriptures. Bodhisattvas, however, often take on human forms to interact directly with the people to better spread the Buddhism. In some traditions, they are known as living Buddhas or Dharma kings. After their death, they are believed to reincarnate, continue through generations. Typically, male living Buddha are reborn as a boy and female living Buddha as a girl. In rare case, a female living Buddha may be reborn as a boy. For example, in 1953, a female living Buddha from Shichen monasteries was believed to have reincarnated as a boy. After a child has studied in a monastery for several years, it is likely that they will return to secular life, living a life similar to other farming communities, engaging in farming and hunting, and eventually passed away. In the secular world, during the 5th days of the 5th month in Tibetan calendar, when spring begins, farmers will dress up themselves and place pure white stones in their fields. These stones are called Mother Dragon Kings, or Golden Stone Mother. They are sprinkled with the barley wine and butter tea with the hopes that these stones will protect their fields from disaster and promote healthy growth. In autumn, during the belly and with harvest, there will be another ritual to surround the soul of the belly and ask these stones to tell the deities of the field not to be affairs during the harvest. During the off-season, many people go hunting. Before hunting, they perform a ritual appropriate for hunting. Hunters believe that every wild animal in the forest is overseen by a divine spirit. Therefore, before entering the forest, they must seek the approval of these animal deities and the forest god. After successful hunts, they also perform a sacrifice of livestock to honor the deities. Since the deities give them the animals, humans must offer their own animals as compensation. There are specific practices for handling the hunted animals. For example, after killing a wolf, they immediately skin it and prepare it as a special meal. They use the wooden fork to hold the wolf's mouth shut and place a ceremonial haka around it before carrying it back to the village. This ritual simplifies to send the work back to the village forward, but with apologize to the wolf, stealing his mouth to prevent it from speaking ill and of human in the divine rings.